Welcome to Cafe Roma Karaoke Night. We're back live on the webcams. There's a dirty piece of cardboard that reads Montgomery Ward, taped across the window of my old Ford. A six-pack on the front seat and a box of chicken wings. I'm dialing across the radio for a song that I can't sing. I'd better change my wandering ways. I know I've seen my better days, always getting high when I get low. Well, I left my soul out in the rain. Lord, what a price I've had to pay. These storms of life are washing me away. An old milk pouch tobacco sign fading on the barn, bringing back sweet memories of Mama's farm. Love was just a country girl that lived on down the road. You know, she almost had me turned around. That was years ago. I'd better change my wandering ways. I know I've seen my better days, always getting high when I get low. Well, I left my soul out in the rain. Lord, what a price I've had to pay. These storms of life are washing me away. Yeah, the storms of life are washing me away. Gracias. And here's Catalina. What?
Above you, night breezes seem to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore tree. dreams, whatever they be. Dream a little dream of me. Not my best song. Thank you.
Good job, Kathy. Here's Ronaldo. So I sing you to sleep after the loving with a song I just wrote yesterday. And I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. It's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling face to face. I just seem to go dry, but I love you so much that the sound of your voice can get me high. Thanks for taking me on a one-way trip to the sun. Thanks for turning me into a someone. Oh, I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes, and the love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. Oh, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you. And I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes, and the love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. Oh, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Yes, after the loving, I'm still in love with you. After the loving, I'm still in love with you. Good job, Ronnie. Okay, where's Goyo? Here he is. We got lots of karaoke singers.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more, I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Excellent, Goyo. Here's Senor Eric.
Don't look so sad, I know it's over, but life goes on and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that are burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time for the good times. I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should find you'll ever need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Just lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the for the good times, for the good times, for the good times.
Thank you. Excellent. See, you made a believer out of these people. When I said karaoke, they said, oh no, we're leaving. Sue and Patty.
We've never done this before. Like this?
Like this.
First, you go.
I'll be one.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters.
Never had to have a chaperone, no sir.
I'm here to keep my eye on her.
Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing.
When a certain gentleman arrives from Rome,
She
wore the dress and I stayed home. All kinds of weather, we stick together,
the same in the rain or sun.
two different faces,
But in tight places, we think and we act as one. Ha
ah, no,
ha! Never been seen us. No,
no,
nothing can come between us.
many men have tried to split us up, but no one can.
Lord help the mister that comes between me and my sister.
And Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man.
I need another Corona.
All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. Two different faces, but in tight places,
We think and we act as one. Ha ha!
those who've seen us know that not a thing can run Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man. Sisters, 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 sister, don't you come between me and my man.
Good job, sisters. Here comes Mark.
As long as I'm not bloodshot. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. I can make it there. I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mark, that's it. Get out. Good job. Wow. Here comes Tracy.
That's my friend Mark, who sings with the LA Opera, by the way. I begged him to come over here.
This is why we get accused of setting it up that we only have the good singers come here and don't let all the bad singers sing, because everybody comes here sings good. Sorry. It's coming. We're just recovering from a quick crash.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. And Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk her way and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. A silver tear appearing, now I'm crying. Ain't I going to Carolina in my mind? There ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. Hey babe, the sky's on fire, I'm dying. Ain't I going to Carolina in my mind? In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? And ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. Dark inside of late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Geese in flight and dogs that bite. Signs that might be omens say I'm going to Carolina in my mind. With a holy host of others standing around me. Still I'm on the dark side of the moon. And it seems like it goes on like this forever. You must forgive me if I'm up and going to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine? Hit me from behind. Yes, I'm going to Carolina in my mind. 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 I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. Say nice things about me, 'cause I'm going. Gotta carry on without me, I'm gone.
Good job, Tracy. I get to do some cowboy music again. Tried to hide it by the faded denim clothes she wore, but I knew she'd never been inside a bar before. And I felt like a peasant who just met a queen, and she knew I saw right through her tight-fitting jeans. I asked her, what's a woman like you doing here? I see you're used to champagne, but I'll buy you a beer. She said, you've got me figured out, but I'm not what I seem. And for a dance, I'll tell you about these tight-fitting jeans. She said, I married money, I'm used to wearing pearls, but I've always dreamed of being just a good old boy's girl. So tonight I left those crystal candlelights to live a dream. Thought me there's a tiger in these tight-fitting jeans. We danced every dance and lowered the beer that we went through. I'm satisfied I did my best to make her dream come true. As she played out a fantasy before my eyes it seemed, a cowgirl came alive inside those tight-fitting jeans. By mind she's still a lady, that's all I'm gonna say. I knew that I'd been broken by the time we started way. No, I held more woman than most eyes I've ever seen. That night I knew a lady wearing tight-fitting jeans. But now she's back in her world and I'm still stuck in mine. But I know I'll always remember the time. Cowboy once had a millionaire's dream, and Lord, I love that lady wearing tight-fitting jeans. Hey, gracias. And here's Catalina.
Well, this is one I haven't done in forever. It's a cowboy vibe, 24/7. Tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. And Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Did lovers really fall in love to stay? Stand beside each other, come what may? Was the promise really something people get, not just something they would say? Did families really bow their heads to pray? everything is changing fast. Oh, we call it progress, but I just don't know. And Grandpa, let's wander back into the past. Oh, then paint me a picture of long ago. If lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other, come what may. Was a promise really something people kept, not just something they would say and then forget? Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Did families really bow their heads to pray? Did daddies really never go away? Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Thank you.
Good job, Kathy. Here's Ronnie. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died, and give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. little things I should have said and done. I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. 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 Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good job, Ronnie. Here comes the... Here comes trouble.
Is this a bar mitzvah or is this a rodeo?
Rodeo.
That is a rodeo.
Okay, I'm doing this. I'm gonna look at this monitor this time. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl.
Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I loved.
So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore.
My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor.
Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done.
Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride.
Just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso, out to the Badlands of New Mexico.
Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything gone in life's nothing is left.
It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death.
I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me. Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart.
And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rosa's cantina below.
My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go.
Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left, right, a dozen or more.
Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rosa's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I am trying to stay in the the saddle. I'm getting weary, unable to ride.
Settling hard for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest.
I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest.
From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side.
Cradled by two loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss and Felina, goodbye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, they're for hire.
Here comes Mark.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words Thank you. Thank you very much.
Excellent, Mark. Here's Tracy.
Yeah, that's fine.
To all the girls I've loved before, who've traveled in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before.
To all the girls I once caressed, and may I say I've held the best. For helping me to grow, I owe a lot, I know, to all the girls I've loved before.
The winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. To all the girls who shared my life, who now are someone else's wife, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before.
To all the girls who cared for me, who filled my nights with ecstasy, they live within my heart. I'll always be a part of all the girls I've loved before. Winds of change are always blowing, and every time I try to stay, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carry me away. Loved before,
Who traveled in and out our door,
we're glad they came along.
we dedicate this song to all the girls we've loved before. To all the girls we've loved before,
Who traveled in and out our door.
we're glad they came along.
We dedicate this song
To all the girls we've loved before. Good job, guys. Excellent. Saw your picture on a poster in a cafe out in Phoenix. Guess you're still the sweetheart of the rodeo. And as for me and little Casey, we still make the circuit in a one-horse trailer and a mobile home. and she still asks about you all the time. And I guess we never even crossed your mind. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride it in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. No, the crowd will always love you. And as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Already he's getting older. Last Saturday he stumbled, but you know I just can't bear to let him go. Little Casey, she's still growing, and she started asking questions, and there's certain things a man just doesn't know. Her birthday came and you never even called. I guess we never crossed your mind at all. And sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. No, the crowd will always love you. As for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. And everybody said you'd make it big someday, and I guess that we were only in your way. But someday I'm sure you're gonna know the call. 'Cause for everything you win, there's something lost. Oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. No, the crowd will always love you. As for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Oh, everything that glitters is not gold. Gracias. Here's Catalina.
Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel.
Angel, you're an angel to me. Johnny Angel, how I love him. He's got something that I can't resist, but he doesn't even know that I exist. Johnny Angel, how I want him, how I tingle when he passes by. Every time he says hello, my heart begins to fly.
I'm in heaven.
I get carried away, I dream of him and me, and how it's gonna be. Call me out for a date, but I just sit and wait. I I'd rather concentrate on Johnny Angel, 'cause I love him, and I pray that someday he'll love me. And together we will see how lovely heaven will be.
I'm in heaven.
I get carried away, I dream of him and me, how it's gonna be.
Mother feather.
Call me up for a date, but I just sit and wait. I'd rather concentrate on Johnny Angel, 'cause I love him, and I pray that someday he'll love me. And together we will see how lovely heaven will be.
Johnny Angel.
Johnny Angel, you're an angel to me. Johnny Angel, you're an angel to me. Johnny Angel, you're an angel to me. Thank you.
Hey, Mark's going to go home and practice a little bit so he can keep up with the rest of us, and then he'll come back and sing some more. Here's Ronnie.
I told Mary about us, told her about our great sin. Mary cried and forgave me. Mary took me back again. Said if I wanted my freedom, I could be free evermore. But I don't want to be, and I don't want to see Mary cry anymore. Oh, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. Leave me alone, I want to go home. Mary is waiting and weeping down in our shack by the sea. Even after I hurt her, Mary's still in love with me. Devil woman, it's over, trapped no more by your charms. 'Cause I don't want to stay, I want to get away. Woman, let go of my arm. Oh, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. Leave me alone, I want to go home. Devil woman, you're evil, like the dark coral reef, like the winds that brings high tides. You bring sorrow and grief. You made me ashamed to face Mary, barely had the strength to tell. Skies are not so black, Mary took me back. Mary has broken your spell. Oh, devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. Leave me alone, I wanna go home. Running along by the seashore, running as fast as I can. Even the seagulls are happy, glad I'm coming home again. Never again will I ever cause another tear to fall. Down the beach I see what belongs to me, the one I want most of all. Oh, devil woman, don't follow me. Devil woman, let me be. Leave me alone, I'm going back home. Thank you. Thanks. Goyo.
Good job, Ronnie. Here's Goyo.
Let's shake it up a bit.
Bus
my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. Practice, I'm wild as a bug, I'm in love. I'm on sugar, yeah. Well, my hands are shaking and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think when you have such luck? I'm in love. Oh, sugar, yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I'm feeling fine. But I'm near the one girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death. As she touches my hand with the chill I've got. It's like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm on sugar. Yeah. My tongue gets tied when I try to speak. My inside's shaking like a leaf on a tree. The only one cure for this body of mine, that's to have that girl that I love so fine. She touched me, hey, and what a chill I've got. Lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm on sugar. Yeah. Hey, I'm on sugar. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Here's Eric.
Looking back on the memory of the dance we shared neath the stars above. For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known that you'd ever say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Holding you, I held everything. For a moment, wasn't I the king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, hey, who's to say? You know, I might have changed it all. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Yes, my life, it's better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. That's all. Thank you.
Excellent job, Eric. Here's Tracy.
I've been looking at people and how they change with the times. And lately, all I've been seeing are people throwing love away and losing their minds. Maybe it's me who's gone crazy, but I can't understand why all these lovers keep hurting each other when good love is so hard to come by. So what's the glory in living? Doesn't anybody ever stay together anymore? And if love never lasts, tell me what's forever for? And I see love-hungry people trying their best to survive, when right there in their hands is a dying romance, and they're not even trying to keep it alive. So what's the glory in living? Doesn't anybody ever stay together anymore? And if love never lasts forever, tell me what's forever for? So what's the glory in living? Doesn't anybody ever stay together anymore? And if love never lasts forever, tell me what's forever for?
Good job. When you meet that certain someone you've been searching hard to find, it's a new love full of passion that can sometimes make you blind. And I don't mind being swept away if I know right from the start. So before we go much further, girl, can I trust you with my heart? In the time we spent together, I've learned to trust in you. So many things you've given before I even asked you to. But reality and romance are sometimes far apart. So what I really need to know is, can I trust you with my heart? Can I cast my cares upon you? Can you stand the heavy load? Can I count on you to walk me down that long and winding road? You promised me these simple things I can guarantee. You can always count on me. Oh yeah. Can I cast my cares upon you? Can you stand the heavy load? Can I count on you to walk me down that long and winding road? When two hearts solely surrender, not sworn to understand, it completes a perfect union between a woman and a man. So please don't misunderstand me. I don't want to go too far without knowing just one answer. Can I trust you with my heart? Please, girl, give me just one answer. Can I trust you with my heart? Gracias. Here's Kathy. Catalina, sorry.
What? Espanol. He made the night a little brighter wherever he would go. The old lamplighter of long, long ago. Snowy hair was so much whiter beneath the candle glow. The old lamplighter of long, long ago. You'd hear the patter of his feet as he came toddling down the street. His smile would hide a lonely heart, you see. If there were sweethearts in the park, he'd pass a lamp and leave it dark, remembering the days that used to be. For he recalls when things were new, he loved someone who loved him too, who walks with him alone in memory. He made the night a little brighter wherever he would go. The old lamplighter of long, long ago. Now if you look up in the sky, you'll understand the reason why the little stars at night are all aglow. He turns them on when night is here, he turns them off when dawn is near. The little man we left out long ago. He made the night a little brighter wherever he would go. The old lamplighter of long, long ago. Thank you.
Excellent, Catalina.
No cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged skies and up the cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard the mournful cry, Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay. Ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes were clear, their shirts were soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they gotta ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire, as they ride on, hear their cry. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell, riding on our range, then cowboy, change your way today, or with us you will ride. Try and catch the devil's herd across this endless sky. Yippee-yi-yo, yippee-yi-yay. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Eric.
These guys are the hecklers.
And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the year gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night dreaming of a song, a melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you when our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. But that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall. When stars are bright, you are in my arms. A nightingale tells his fairy tale, a paradise where roses bloom, though I dream in vain. In my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of love's
Thank you.
Good job, Eric.
She's already on the stage, of course she is. I had to beg her to get up out of her chair.
Here they are.
You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs. I think this is you, though. You hardly talk to me anymore when I come through the door at the end of the day.
I remember when you couldn't wait to love me. You used to hate to leave me. Now after loving me late at night,
Well, it's good for you, babe, and you're feeling alright.
will you just roll over and turn out the light? And you don't bring me flowers anymore.
It used to be so natural
Used to be.
talk about forever, but used to be's don't count anymore. They just lay on the floor till we sweep them away.
Baby, I remember all the things you taught me.
And I learned how to laugh, and I learned how to cry.
Well, I learned how to love, and I learned how to lie.
So you'd think I could learn how to tell you goodbye.
You don't bring me flowers anymore.
Well,
you think I could learn
how
to tell you goodbye?
You don't say you need me,
And you don't sing me love songs.
Excellent. Dang, and I got to sing after that. And the song I don't really know. Well, it sure feels good to come in here, just pull up to see a frosty mug of a cool one helps to beat the heat. These old dog days of summer, Lord, I'd be glad when they are gone. It's too hot to fish, too hot for golfing, too cold at home. A baseball game on TV takes me back to when I was a kid. I proudly wore those uniforms just like the Dodgers did. We won a few and lost a few, and for me it still goes on. It's too hot to fish, too hot for golfing, too cold at home. Well, I only planned on one or two. I might stay for three. If that good-looking thing in the corner is smiling back at me, it's so easy not to care about what's right or what's wrong. Too hot to fish, too hot for golfing, too cold at home. Well, I've only planned on one or two. I might stay for three. If that good-looking thing in the corner smiling back at me, it's so easy not to care about what's right or what's wrong. It's too hot to fish, too hot for golfing, too cold at home. It's too hot to fish, too hot for golfing, it's too cold at home. Gracias.
It's another duet. We get to do it. I mean duet.
Here we go.
Duet.
Duet.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's Ronnie.
We got winners, we got losers, chain smokers and boozers. We got yuppies, we got bikers, we got thirsty hitchhikers, and the girls next door dress up like movie stars. I love this bar. We got cowboys, we got truckers, broken-hearted fools and suckers. We got hustlers, we got fighters, early birds and all-nighters, and the veterans talk about their battle scars. I love this bar. I love this bar. It's my kind of place. Just walking through the front door puts a big smile on my face. No, you ain't too far. Come as you are. I love this bar. I see short skirts, we got high techs, blue-collared boys and rednecks. We got lovers, lots of lookers. We've even seen some dancing girls and hookers. And we like to drink our beer from a mason jar. I love this bar, yes I do. I like my truck, I like my girlfriend. I like to take her out to dinner. I like a movie now and then. But I love this bar. It's my kind of place. Just strolling around the dance floor puts a big smile on my face. No cover charge. Come as you are. I love this bar. I just love this old bar. Thank you.
Yeah, we do. Good job, Ronnie. Here's Eric.
Those fingers in my hair, that sigh come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes, indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. 'Cause it's witchcraft, that crazy witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse the need in me, my heart says yes, indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I'd never switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. It's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. It's witchcraft.
Yo, good job, Eric.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, as clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay. And suddenly, Seymour standing beside you. You don't need no makeup, don't have to pretend. And suddenly Seymour is here to provide you a sweet understanding. Seymour's your friend, treated you kindly. Daddy left early,
mama was poor, I met a man and I'd follow him blindly. He'd snap his fingers, me, I'd say sure. Suddenly Seymour is standing beside me. He don't give me orders, he don't condescend. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide me sweet understanding. Seymour's my
Tell me the
friend.
street will last till forever. Tell me the bad times are clean washed away.
Please understand that's still strange and frightening. For losers like I've been, it's so hard to say. Suddenly Seymour, he purified me. Suddenly Seymour, he showed me I can learn how to be more.
The
That
girl that's inside
me.
With sweet understanding.
With sweet understanding.
With sweet understanding.
With sweet understanding.
With sweet understanding. Seymour's your man.
Good job, guys. Uh-oh. We have black screen. It'll come up. Our computer crashed. My computer is slowly dying. It's coming right up. It's ready now. This is what? You know, this whole world's full of singers, but just a few are chosen to tear your heart out when they sing. Imagine life without them. All your radio heroes, like the outlaw that walks through Jesse's dream. No, there'll never be another red-headed stranger, man in black and Folsom prison blue. The Okie from Muskogee, oh, hello, darling. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill that shoe. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand that tall? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes? God bless the boys from Memphis, blue suede shoes and Elvis. Much too soon he left this world in tears. They tore up the 50s, old Jerry Lee and Charlie Go, cat, go still echoes through the years. You know the heart of country music still beats in Luke the Drifter. You can tell it when he sang, I saw the light. Old Marty Hank had left him. Why, I can feel him right here with me. On the Silver Eagle rolling through the night. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand there tall? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes? Yes, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Gracias. Here's Catalina.
What? There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sound of lovers in love. You know what I mean? Two of us and nobody else inside. There's nobody else and I'm feeling good, just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, close to now, and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream. The only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. There's hearts all over the world tonight, all over the world, people just like us falling in love. La 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 la, my favorite part. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. So listen very carefully, listen now, and you will see what I mean. It is a dream. The only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight, all over the world, people just like us falling in love. They're falling in love. They're falling in love. Oh yeah, they are. Woo! Gracias.
Good job, Catalina. Excellent. Here's Ronnie.
Thank you. Being without you has turned out to be so inconvenient. And wishing I was with you just seemed to use up all my time. You've been gone so long that it's hard to recall just how the dream went. All but this broken heart in me, I guess, is doing fine. Is it still over? Are we still through? Since my phone still ain't ringing, I assume it still ain't you. I've half a mind to take the time to find somebody new, but I'm not too sure that I'm still over you. That lie that I tried to slip by you was told with good intentions. It's just another way to say I love you and protect you from the truth. And half a pound of cure is surely worth than half an ounce of pure prevention. And trying to explain why I'm insane is the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. Is it still over? Are we still through? Since my phone still ain't ringing, I assume it still ain't you. Well, I've half a mind to take the time to find somebody new, but I'm not too sure that I'm still over you. Is it still over? Are we still through? Since my phone still ain't ringing, I assume it still ain't you. Well, I've half a mind to take the time to find somebody new, but I'm not too sure that I'm still over you. If I repeat myself, it's 'cause I've nothing else to do, and I'm not too sure that I'm still over you. Not too sure that I'm still over you. Thanks.
Good job, Ronnie. Here's Eric.
God on high, hear my prayer and my need. You have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the sun I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly on and on. And I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy, let him be. Let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. Thank you.
Good job, Eric. Here comes Tracy.
Pull back them dark and dusty drapes, let in some light. Have that bellboy come get my trunk, 'cause I'm leaving here tonight. But I packed my bags and I paid my bill, and I'm turning in my key. And if those sad souls down at Frida's ask for me, just tell them I'm checking out of this heartbreak hotel. I ain't gonna live on a lonely street no more, no more. I found new love and a new place to dwell, where teardrops ain't soaking the floor. So take down my suitcase and hand me my hat. I'm going from sleazy to swell. Give that desk clerk a dime, and you can tell him that I'm checking out of this heartbreak hotel. Well, you can give that sad bellhop my beat-up blues guitar, 'cause I'm only gonna sing them sweet songs from now on. Yeah. And you can tell that old bartender he might as well close down the bar, 'cause Chocolate Sally's packed and gone. Through that gray window pane, it always looked like rain, but there's sunshine outside, I can tell. Open up that door, I'm leaving and I won't be back no more. I'm checking out of this heartbreak hotel. I
Yo, you know the expression on your face told the whole story for that song. It was wonderful. You were serious about it. Here's Pam. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's what it says right there.
Sun is out and that old clock is moving slow, and so am I. Workday passes, I'm off kissing in July, but it's July. Getting better and over by the minute. My boss just pushed me over the limit. Oh, I'd like to call him something. I think I'll just call it a day. Pour me something tall and strong to beat a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Here we go. This lunch break is gone. It's all afternoon and half the night. Tomorrow morning, I know there'll be hell to pay. Hey, but that's alright. Ain't had a day off now in over a year. My vacation gonna start right here. If the phone's for me, you can tell 'em I just sailed away. And pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I could take off my dare, pour myself in a cab and be back to work before 2. At a moment like this, I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. He don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It doesn't matter, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's always on 5 in Margaritaville. I've heard that. You've been there, haven't you? I've been there. All right, let's go. Oh, let's get out of here. I'm blown.
Good job. That's a long ending. It was good. Where there's a cloud don't mean there's rain. Tears in my eyes don't mean there's pain. Don't flatter yourself, I'm over you. Things aren't always what they seem. You can't believe everything you read on my face. I'm over you. You heard I'm drinking more than I should, that I ain't been looking all that good. Someone told you I was taking it rough. Well, why are they making those stories up? And I'm over you. There were times if you'd been around, you would have seen me broken down, but now you won't. I'm over you. So if I seem a little bit cold, it only means you've lost the hold you had on me. I'm over you. You heard I'm drinking more than I should, that I ain't been looking all that good. Someone told you I was taking it rough. Why are they making those stories up? When I'm over you. You heard I'm drinking more than I should, that I ain't been looking all that good. Someone told you I was taking it rough. Well, why are they making those stories up? When I'm over you. I'm over you. I'm over you.
Gracias. Catalina.
What?
Here she is.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give me your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? It's a lasting treasure, or just a moment pleasure. Can I believe the magic of your side? Will you still love me
Good job, Kathy.
All right, we'll try this.
Here's Ronnie.
I've never done this or sung it, so. Oh, yes, it's been a while. Not much. How about you? Not really sure why I called. I guess I really just wanted to talk to you. Can't get the verse. I was thinking maybe later on we could get together for a while. It's been such a long time, and I really do miss your smile. I'm not talking about moving in, and I really don't want to change your life. There's a warm wind blowing the stars around, and I'd really love to see you tonight. Getting closer. We could go walking through a windy park, take a drive along the beach, stay at home and watch TV. You see, it really doesn't matter much to me. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. There's a warm wind blowing the stars around, and I'd really love to see you tonight. I won't ask for promises, so you don't have to lie. We both played the game before, and I love you then. Say goodbye, talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life, but there's a warm wind blowing the stars around, and I'd really love to see you tonight. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life, but there's a warm wind blowing the stars around, and I'd really love to see you tonight. I apologize to your friend, but oh.
That was good, Ronnie.
That's how you try new stuff. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. 16 measures, we should order shots. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, I love you. Thank you.
Good job, Eric. Tracy.
She's gonna be my backup singer. So back up. I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for it, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, minor fall, major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Maybe I've been here before. I know this room, I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a time you let me know what's real and going on below, but now you never show it to me, do you? Remember when I moved in you, the holy dark was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, maybe there's a God above, and all I ever learned from love was how to shoot at someone who outdrew you. It's not a cry you can hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Beautiful, guys. Hey, Pam's back. Okay. Here she is.
Sweet little dog, oh, you know him if you see him. Green eyes and a big mustache. His cheeks are rosy, he looks a little cozy. Yeah, that guy is mine. Never knew a guy like my little doggo. His name drives me insane. Sweet little dog, that's my little doggo. Yeah, that guy is mine. Me and Doggo go for a ride. Oh, 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 I'm feeling funny inside. That little doggo whispers in my ear. Oh, 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 I love you, dog dear. Dog says he loves me. He says he never leaves me. True love will never die. We're so doggone happy to spin around together. Yeah, that guy is mine. Never knew a guy, a little doggo. His name drives me insane. Sweet little dog, that's my little doggo. Man, that guy is mine. Me and Doggo go for a ride. Oh, 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 feeling funny inside. That little doggo whispers in my ear. Oh, 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 I love you, dog dear. Dog says he loves me, he says he'll never leave me. True love will never die. So dog, I'm happy to spin around together. Yeah, that guy is mine. Oh, little guy is mine. Yeah, this guy is mine.
Good job, Senorita Pam. Pretty serious song, this one. Have a little love on a little honeymoon. Got a little dish and you got a little spoon. Little bitty house and a little bitty yard. Little bitty dog and a little bitty car. It's all right to be a little bitty. Little hometown, no big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on for a little bitty while. Yee-haw. Little bitty baby in a little bitty gown. It'll grow up in a little bitty town. Big yellow bus and little bitty books. It all started with a little bitty look. It's all right to be a little bitty. Little hometown, no big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on for a little bitty while. Yee-hee. Now you got a job and a little bitty check. 6-pack of beer and a television set. Little bitty world goes round and round. Little bit of silence and a little bit of sound. Good old boy and a pretty little girl start all over in a little bitty world. Little bitty plan, a little bitty dream. It's all part of a little bitty scheme. It's all right to be a little bitty. Little hometown, no big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on for a little bitty while. It's all right to be a little bitty. Little hometown or big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on for a little bitty while. Woo! Here's Kathy.
Here's a song I grew up with.
It's an oldie, like me. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? She said to me, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Gracias.
Good job, Kathy. Here's Ronnie.
Gonna tell you a story you won't believe. But I fell in love last Friday evening with the girl I saw on a barroom TV screen. Well, I was just getting ready to get my hat when she caught my eye and I put it back. I ordered myself a couple more shots and beers. The night that I fell in love with the roller derby queen, round and round, oh round and round, meanest hunk of woman that anybody ever seen. Down in the arena, she was 5'6" and 215, a bleached blonde bomber with a streak of mean. She knew how to knuckle, she knew how to scuffle in fights. And the roller derby program said she will build like a refrigerator with her head. Her fans called her Tuffy, but all her buddies called her Spike. You know that I fell in love with the roller derby queen, round and round, oh round and round, meanest hunk of woman that anybody ever seen. Down in the arena, huh? Thanks. Well, I could not help it but to fall in love with this heavy-duty woman I've been speaking of. Things were kind of bad till the day she skated into my life. Well, she might be nasty, she might be bad, but I never met a person who would tell her that. She's my bleached blonde bomber, my heavy-handed hack and sack mama. You know that I fell in love with the roller derby queen, round and round, oh round and round, the
meanest hunk of woman that anybody ever seen down in the arena. Thank you. Yeah, them's fighting words in there, aren't there? Here's Eric.
Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris or Rome, but I wanna go home, home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. I just wanna go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. And I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? I would send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat, and you deserve more than that. Another aeroplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. I got to go home. Let me go home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. And I feel just like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside when everything was going right. And I know just why you could not come along with me. This was not your dream, but you always believed in me. Another winter day has come and gone away in either Paris or Rome, and I wanna go home. Oh, let me go home. And I'm surrounded by a million people, I still feel alone. Let me go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. Let me go home. I've had my run, baby, I'm done. I gotta go home. Let me go home. It'll all be all right. I'll be home tonight. I'm coming back home.
Yo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Trouble's in the house. He's dressing up Tracy in drag.
I don't do drag. Cowboy drag. My name is strange and both sour.
Let's do a restart.
Many a strange impulse out in the plains of West Texas. There's many a young boy who feels things he can't comprehend. The small town don't like it when somebody falls between sexes. No, a small town don't like it when a cowboy has feelings for men.
I believe to my soul inside every man there's a feminine. And inside every lady is a deep manly voice call out and lead. Well, a cowboy may brag about the things that he's done with his women, but the ones that brag loudest are the ones that most likely are queer. Cowboys are frequently, secretly fond of each other.
Say,
What did you think all them saddles and boots was about? There's many a cowboy who don't understand the way that he feels for his brother. Inside every cowboy there's a lady that loves to slip out.
this song is not about me.
There's always somebody who says what the others just whisper. And mostly that someone's the first to get shot down dead.
So when you talk about a cowboy, don't treat him like he was a sister. You can't mess with the lady that's sleeping in each cowboy's head.
Cowboys are frequently, secretly fond of each other. And what did you think all them saddles and boots was about? There's many a cowboy who don't understand the way he feels for his brother.
And inside every lady, there's a cowboy that wants to come out.
And inside every cowboy there's a lady that loves to slip out. Here comes Pam. Jose Cuervo. You did. You did. You did a really good job of it last time. Do it again. Oh, yeah, you do.
Well, it's Sunday morning and the sun is shining and my eye that is open and my head is spinning. Was the life of the party. I can't stop grinning. I had too much tequila last night. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. I like to drink you with a little salted lime. Did I kiss all the cowboys? Did I shoot out the lights? Did I dance on the bar? Did I start any fights? Now wait a minute, things don't look too familiar. And who is this cowboy that is sleeping beside beside me. He's awful cute. How'd I get his shirt on? I had too much tequila last night. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. I like to drink you with a little salted lime. Did I kiss all the cowboys? Did I shoot out the lights? Did I dance on the bar? Did I go very far? All those little shooters, how I love to drink 'em down. Come on, bartender, let's have another round. Well, the music is playing and my spirits are high. Tomorrow might be painful, but tonight we're gonna fly. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. I like to drink you with a little salt and lime. Did I get it together? We sure have a good time. You're my friend, you're the best, mi amigo. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. I like to drink you with a little salt and lime. Because all the cowboys, did I shoot out the lights? Did I dance on the bar? Did I start any fights? Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine.
Excellent, excellent. Your best one. Remember that song. That's your song. Here he goes. Last song tonight. Eric's going to close it out with Where He Left His Heart.
The loveliness of Paris seems somehow sadly gay. The glory that was Rome is of another day. I've been terribly alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going home to my city by the bay. I left my heart in San Francisco. High on a hill, it calls to me to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care, my love waits there in San Francisco. Above the blue and windy sea, when I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine for me. Thank you.
Excellent.
I got attacked by the stall.